And they say he ran away. Branded, marked with a coward's shame. What do you do when you're branded? Well, you fight for your name. He was innocent. Not a charge was true. But the world would never know. Branded, scorned as the one who ran. What do you do when you're branded and you know you're a man? Wherever you go for the rest of your life, you must prove you're a man.
Hello! Devil who was issued that jacket. I'm going to strip that savage right down to his skin. And I hope he tries something, because I don't want to stop there.
Briggs, that stream marks the boundary of Sioux territory. You cross it, you're in violation of federal law.
McCord, I wouldn't expect you to care about your country's uniform, since they took it away from you. Sergeant, take the command. I'll be right back. Come!
There's 30 Sioux rifles on that hill.
Look! McCord, you're going to get 20 years for this. I'm filing a formal complaint.
I hope you get the chance, Lieutenant.
Gloria, just have a smoke, brother.
Yes, sir.
Well. Seems to me last time I saw you behind bars was when you and me and Tom Prosser got thrown into jail.
Benny Haley.
What'd that fella call you?
You don't remember?
Bones. Bones. Yeah. Well, Bones. Seems like you got yourself in a peck of trouble this time. Briggs said that Indian was wearing a 7th Cavalry jacket. 2 of my men were murdered by Indians last month. That jacket was bound to belong to one of them.
Maybe. Maybe he'd been wearing it for 5 years.
The point is, it was a cavalry jacket on the back of the Indian.
No, General, the point is we have a treaty with those Indians.
Well, maybe that treaty is just a little bit outdated, Chase.
Maybe you're thinking that's a little outdated.
Chase, when you were younger...
I've learned a few things since I was younger, General.
Like how to avoid a fight? Forget it, Chase. I didn't mean that. And I know you had reasons for what you did. I'll talk to Briggs about dropping the charges.
Sir, General Sheridan's detail is approaching the gate.
Really? You know Sheridan, don't you, Chase?
Yes, I met him once.
Well, Libby is having a little shindig for him tonight, you know. Boy, I know she sure would like to have you there.
Well, you can tell it for me, General. I sure would like to be there.
Well, if I can't get you out, maybe Liv can.
As if you can't get me out.
I'll send you over a glass of punch, Chase.
Oh, thanks.
Libby, you certainly know how to throw a party. It isn't often you see this kind of refinement in such rough country.
It isn't often that we have such a distinguished guest. Jason.
Libby,
I want you to meet someone. I'm glad you could come.
Yes.
General Sheridan.
Yes, we've met. Mr. McCord.
Good evening, General.
General Custer's in the study with Mr. McAllister. If you could remind him of his other guests, I'd appreciate it.
I'll be right back. Good to see you again, General.
Jason?
Well, Jenny, don't you look pretty?
Oh, dear. I'd like you to meet my father. Daddy, this is Jason McCord.
Hello, Mr. Gallivan.
How do? Much obliged for the help you gave my daughter.
Jenny tells me you run the Indian agency.
That's right.
It's a challenging job.
Well, he's equal to it.
You're probably right.
Looks like old McCoward is beating your time. Come on, let's have a drink.
Well, I have to see General Custer for a few minutes, but I'll be back for the next dance if you do me the honor.
I'll be here.
Sir, what?
Chief.
I come in peace, Longhair. I have heard that the chief of all the Pony soldiers has come. I bring him words from the Sioux Nation.
General, this is Crazy Horse. He's one of Sitting Bull's war chiefs.
I'm General Sheridan.
Too many warriors have died. We want no more of death. We want only to be left alone. We stayed in the camps you gave us where there was food. Now we must follow the buffalo. If we are to starve, we will starve in our own land.
Why do you talk of starving? We've provided food for your people, according to the treaty.
Words written in water.
Those words were written in blood, Crazy Horse. Blood of the white man and blood of the red man. If you have grievances, if there's a misunderstanding, it's what the Indian Agency is for.
That man, he has cheated us. He has killed as many of my people as Longhair killed at Washita. But Longhair killed quickly. Hunger is a slow death. We did not ask for the scraps from your tables. We are hunters. We ask only to be left alone. If you do not, your women will weep, as our women have wept.
General, he came in peace.
Let him go, Briggs.
Daddy, how can he lie like that?
Excuse me, Jenny.
Doug, those terrible things he said about Daddy, they're not true.
Of course they're not, Jenny.
Jenny,
The sight of an Indian just makes your legs turn rubber, doesn't it? You know, I dropped my charges against you because you're a friend of the General's. And I think a lot of him as an officer and as a man. But I won't stand around and watch you turn this outfit into a company of cowards, McCord. Come on, Jenny.
thought you had Custer primed. Could have happened right then.
Shouldn't have let him go, Jace. I need to be taught a lesson. They're not supposed to leave the reservation. He broke out of the reservation. He broke into my house. He insulted my guests. I should have killed him.
For what he did, you've got a right to be angry. But doesn't what he said bother you? What are you going to do about that?
Don't play my conscience, Jace.
General Sheridan.
Court. If I didn't know what you were here for, I'd never guess it. What have you got?
Well, sir, Custer is being used, but I'm not sure why. McAllister's part of it. He's trying to convince the general that no one can block his nomination next year.
If he wins an Indian war. Maybe you were right. Maybe you ought to recall Custer.
No, sir, I was wrong. You might as well strip him of his rank. The 7th Cavalry is his life.
He's my friend, too, McCord. When a man's ambition blinds him to his duty, he's no longer fit to command.
There's more to it than that, sir. A lot more. McAllister may want a hero, but he's not capable of starting a war. Somebody else is pulling those strings.
What about the accusations that Crazy Horse just made? Could somebody be trying to starve the Indians into a fighting mood?
I'm going to have a talk with Galvin, the Indian agent.
President Grant had an idea you could handle this alone. But after what happened tonight, I don't think we can afford to wait. I'm sending to Fort Kearney for the reinforcements.
Then you'll have your war for sure. General, give me one more week.
All right. A short one. 5 days.
Hello, Mr. Galvin.
What do you want, Mr. McCord?
Packing?
Yes.
Why? Because of what Crazy Horse said?
Don't lecture to me about running away from responsibility, McCord. I know all about you.
What else do you know, Mr. Galvin?
What do you mean?
Somebody's going out of their way to start an uprising. A good way to do that would be to shortchange the Indians on their rations.
I'm busy.
chance. I found it outside the Indian agency. I looked for your father, Jenny. He wasn't in there.
I'll bet you did, McCoy.
Save it for the Sioux Briggs.
General, hold off until I can scout the area. There was one set of fresh tracks up to that cabin and two coming out. It wasn't a war party. Galvin may still be alive. If you send a regiment in there.
All right, Jace.
Sir?
Put A and B Company on alert, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
Jace, if you're not back by tomorrow night, I'm leading a night march.
I'll be back.
No, Jenny, no.
Crazy horse.
Well, General?
Sun boots and saddles.
Will you go on alone? Of his general reign and the men who died, he can never speak the truth. Branded, that's not the way to die. What do you do when you're branded? Can you live with a lie?